Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here at the river. As you can see right here behind me, the river's up kind of high. It's not too bad high, but we're going to fish this little ditch right here. It's a little drainage ditch that comes from a pasture right up the road, but the water's not too high in here, but as you can see, it's clear. You can see where it meets that muddy river water. We're going to try to see if there's some fish in here. Normally there's some bass and all kinds of fish in here. I can already see some stuff moving, but we want to see if we can catch something. Normally the water will be a little bit higher and it'd be better, but we got a little bit of rain yesterday. It probably brought up a little bit, but there is like a beaver dam blocking it, so there's not as much water flowing through, which could be one of the issues. But we're just gonna get right here. We're gonna try to fish. We may walk up some, but gotta watch out for snakes and stuff because everything's overgrown. But we're gonna make a few casts right here with the spinnerbait and the square bill, and hopefully we can get some fish. And I think the first thing I'm gonna start off is throw this little square bill here. Normally the water is up a little bit more, which is better, but it's still kind of deep here. Like, it's probably still like 3 or 4 feet right here. This is a deep ditch right here, a drainage ditch, but just gonna make a few casts and see. We may catch something, we may not, but hopefully we will. One thing we gotta watch out for is these dang mosquitoes, because they're tearing me up already. There's one. Oh god, we got one. Oh, it's not a bad one either. Yes. On the spinnerbait, look at that guy. Water's pretty cold still. I threw the square bill in there for a little bit. Right there off that little laydown, we threw it way back in there. I was getting kind of nervous because we hadn't had a bite yet. Normally these fish, when they're in here, they'll hit anything pretty quick, but that's a nice little pound, maybe a little bit over, but caught him a little chartreuse and a white spinnerbait with a little swim bait on the back, right off that little limb sticking up in the water right there, if you guys can see it. But it's the first one, hopefully the first of many. I was just getting a little nervous because I almost brought some night crawlers and stuff just to kind of see if there's any catfish in here, because normally we'll catch some catfish, especially right here kind of towards the mouth of it. But it's the first fish right here of the morning. Hopefully there's more to come. Gonna let him go over here. And there he goes. This water is kind of like it looks like it's clear, but it's like a tannic color, almost like I don't know, it's kind of weird looking. It runs out of a cow pasture right up the road up here, and kind of gets clean through there. It's like a little break up here, and that when it fills up, and it'll drain through this cow pasture, and drains right here into the mouth of the river. Well, it comes into the river, not the mouth of the river, sorry. But always right here, there's some good fish. If the river's not up though, this place will be completely dry, almost like you can walk across it if you had to. But still, right here it's about 3 feet probably. I like to normally come whenever the water's above them little cypress needle right there. That's when you can really catch a lot of fish in here, y'all. But we're gonna do some more casts here because we just made some casts there with the square bill and didn't get nothing, but then that guy hit the spinnerbait. So we're just gonna keep fishing around right here, and hopefully we can get some more. We're gonna swap some baits up, maybe even throw a little bit of crappie jigs on, see if we can catch some crappie. But we're just gonna try to fish. I don't know how far we're gonna go up that way, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared because I don't have nothing in case I see some snakes, but I don't have a gun or nothing with me. But we're just gonna keep fishing. It's crazy how far these fish will go way back up here. Like, I've been to some spots way back in here when the water was up that I wouldn't think a fish would travel that far. But it's crazy how far these fish will travel, like through this running water and stuff. Like, it was crazy how far back in here they were. You would never expect there to be a fish way back in here. But I really like focusing right here on the mouth because I feel like you're gonna have a lot more fish coming in and out right here. Especially when there's a lot of bait coming in and out right here. Now we're just kind of making our way back. Now we had a few other bites, but we've missed them. We've had 2 bites on the jig and then that other bite on the spinnerbait, but it's kind of making our way back. Just trying to watch out for snakes and everything. Really wish the water was up a little bit more back here, but we're not going to complain. We're just going to see. These fish could be way back here. I'm not sure. It's not really deep like I was thinking it was going to be, but we're just going to keep trying. Because normally this water right there on those roots, the water will be up on there, and those fish kind of get behind those roots and just ambush them shad and stuff that are coming out, crawfish and everything, little minnows. Been seeing tons of little bait fish moving around. Not sure if it's shad or if it is just like some little minnows coming through here, but like I was saying earlier, you'd be surprised on how far back these fish will actually go back. I like to try to hug the bank as much as I can when I'm casting, because it's kind of like undercut a little bit on some of these sides, and those fish will get right underneath there and use that as another ambush point as well. There's some water running pretty hard back here. Let's see if we can get back here to it. Cast right here with the jig and see if there's anything. Oh, God, I got one. Oh. Oh, we got you. I was just about to say, there's a little guy, but I think I came flying out. I just set it down right there by that little log right there, kind of like a little slack spot. And that guy caught it. Check out this spot we're fishing. There's just hardly any water left in here, but just enough for these fish to come back up in here. We're on a little small bend right here. You can see the current flowing through there. I hear waterfall back there. We're gonna try to make our way back there and see if there's some fish, but we're gonna make a few more casts right here with this jig. It's the first one on the jig, but we get down here and let this guy go. It's a good sign. Hopefully there's some more back in here. I think I thought I was gonna fall trying to get him. I just set it down right here. We're using like a little bit heavier jig because the current's kind of strong, but I just set it down right here. I made a few casts here with the spinnerbait, and I just dropped it down, and as soon as it hit the water, he had it. I thought I was hung up for a second. It's our 3rd or 4th bite on the jig. We're just hitting these little spots. There's another one. Oh my God, that was a bigger one. Gosh. Their fish are back here, y'all. Gosh, how'd I miss him? That was the biggest one of the morning right there. Didn't expect him to be right there in that running water though. Like I was telling y'all earlier, these fish, they'll come way back in here, and there's a little waterfall back here. There's probably some more fish back here, but these fish will come back here in these little narrow spots, and all this bait coming down right here. There's all kinds of crawls and everything coming through here, little shiners, and some little shad will make their way back in here too. I've seen a few little shad. I know there's tons of crawfish in here. Gosh, I can't believe I missed that one. Alright, we're back at this little spot right here. We just caught that one that you saw me catching the jig, and we just missed the one right there on the jig. I just kind of wanted to show you guys where we're at again, just right here to get a better view of it. I got this on because the mosquitoes are swarming, but we started off way over there, like 100 yards or so maybe. And we had a few bites that way, and then we just made our way down here, just kept fishing, and we caught that last one right there, and just missed one right here. But just kind of check out this area, y'all. Like, it's not nothing to it. Like, you could jump across this if you wanted to, or walk across it. But I don't know if you guys can see way back there. We're about to go over there. There's a little waterfall coming right there. We're just gonna kind of throw a jig in here a little bit, and then probably fish our way back to the mouth of it, and hopefully there'll be some more fish up there. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little better look at what we're fishing. We've been in a fishing slump here lately, and hopefully today we'll be able to break out of it. That's 2 fish we've caught so far, and just missed that one, which was the biggest one of the morning. But we're just gonna keep making our way as far back as we can that way to where I think there'll be some fish, which is probably just to that waterfall, and then we'll head back to where we started. First thing, and probably just keep repeating this thing and see if we can catch more and more fish, because I still feel like there's fish coming in up from the river into this ditch right here, especially with this water running in, bringing all this fresh bait and everything, and cleaner water. So we're gonna get back to fishing, and hopefully we can catch some more. I'm just gonna drop this jig down in here and just see. I'm not sure if there'd be anything in here, the way this water's flowing through here so strong, but who knows? Oh God, there's a good one. God. God. Yeah, look at that freaking fat freaking fish. Gosh. Hope I'm recording. Am I? Yes, I'm recording. God. Oh, we're just getting ready to go, y'all. Look at that thing. That's almost as big as around as it is. Let's see if I can get a better view for y'all. Look at that stomach. I don't know if that's a pre-spawn. I don't know if these river bass, but it looks like it's got something in its belly. But it's probably just a big old crawfish. Look at that fat that thing is. Let me get a quick picture. We're just getting ready to leave, y'all. I was throwing this little Christy crawl just around these little swipers knees and logs right here towards the mouth. Just try to give these fish something different to look at. And this guy absolutely hammered it. He waked on it and everything. It's a real pretty fish right there, y'all. It's the biggest one of the afternoon. Let's see if we can let him go. There he goes. Came right off that little end of that cypress tree right there. I think I'm gonna make a few more casts now. We're just getting ready to go. It's a little bit after lunch, I think, right now. Been fishing for a couple hours now. Just right here at the mouth of the little ditch right here where it meets the river, and it's done around this little small Christy crawl. I think that's what this one is, the young Christy crawl. It's on a little bitty light weight, a little 1/8 ounce weight. It's not too deep right here. And that guy absolutely hammered it. We're gonna make a few more casts around right here and see if there's another big one sitting here, and hopefully we can get us another one. Alright everybody, we're getting ready to call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed today's little video. This little fish in this little ditch or creek, whatever you want to call it, that empties out into the river. I really wish the river would have been up a little bit more. If it would have got a little bit more rain last night, we probably would have been able to catch a few more fish in here. I just kept missing a few that I hooked into, but we still caught that big one right here at the end, so that made the whole trip worth it. We caught them on a spinnerbait and a jig, and then this little Christy crawl right here is the one we caught the biggest one on. We made it all the way out there to that waterfall. Just the water's not high enough, so the fish weren't pushed up as far back as I was hoping. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you subscribe and like my channel and be on the lookout for future content. Thanks.